Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I hope you had a great evening. A great weekend. I thought about it and I decided to continue this campaign instead of giving up on it. And the way to do it is by showing you a certain function. So, in every e file you open, the buttons on the bottom are pretty much all the same. So the fourth from the left, from the right is called replay game from xlog file. And that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna click this and then we will choose, oh wow, look at that. Turkish 002, brilliant victory, 150% xlog. Let's see what this is all about. Can pause replay pressing P in keyboard, can resume replay by pressing P again or Control P, can break stop replay by pressing enter return and then continue playing normally, can exit the game by pressing Control Q. So, click this away. We skip immediately. Let's pause and zoom out a little and then press again. So, what I decided to do is to play this scenario again. My main takeaway was that maybe I shouldn't have taken the victory hexes as fast as I did. Maybe I should have taken a little more time with it because I was afraid that maybe the victory hexes triggered some kind of script. Although now that I've played through it, I believe it is not the victory hexes maybe that triggers the script, but probably the death of enemy units. But apart from that, there is a couple of things that happened differently here. I don't know if you noticed or not in the beginning, because I re-rolled again, because I loaded the victory save file from my previous mission. Hence, what happened is I got a different prototype. Last time I had like a infantry unit, now I got a whole Schwarzlose MG crew, which had 2 hexes firing range, very high soft attack, and all around good stuff. So this kind of increased my chances already. As you can see, I started doing what I said last time I should do by sending my leftmost infantry along the corner of the map into position upwards to wait for the bombardment of the fort. On the east side, what I did was, instead of concentrating on taking victory hexes, I just started taking out enemy units left and right. And in a second, you'll see how I go about it. In the center, I committed to the same strategy of breaking through with infantry and then just funneling my cavalry upwards so that they, what do you call it, go behind the lines. And I think I need to pause. Okay, now the sound returned. So that the cavalry goes behind the lines and tries taking out artillery pieces of the enemy. Also, as you can see here, my boat went a different route than last time. So, sorry about that. So that provoked a different reaction from the AI. And instead of going straight to bombarding my units on the shore, the AI stuck around to do naval battle with my single cruiser. That obviously helped me on the ground because the enemy had no naval support. So I just took my time taking out the northeasternmost enemy units. As you can also see, I used my Nizamiya because they have like hard attack 1 or something on the fortress and took it out. But because I had this superstition that taking victory hexes triggers scripts, I basically held back on my infantry and didn't take the southeastern victory hex. So as you can see so far, I broke through. My cavalry is going behind enemy lines to take out artillery. My ship is found itself surrounded by enemy ships, but they seem to be weaker because just now one died right away and another one right here is 2 strength points. Okay, also what happens during replay, when a pop-up happens, it pauses the game, so you have to manually click it away to continue the replay. So far so good, huh? Okay, also what I started doing in the northeast is that I started making like a front in front of the victory hexes. So I just wanted a line of my units to clash against the line of the enemy units. I don't know why the sound gives away when the cavalry is attacking. Maybe overload. But let's pause. CPU all good. Okay, let's continue. Artillery attacking my camels. My ship doing battle. Yes, there is the front line emerging. The strongermost cavalry, meaning the cavalry with the most strength points, immediately went north to besiege the victory hex inside the city with the support of my cruiser. Once all the artillery was taken care of, the weakened cavalry units followed suit so that they could do something I forgot to do last time. Again, there is no sound. Okay, maybe now is better. So in a second you'll see it starts looking kind of tense with all the enemy units surrounding my troops in the northeast, but I'm managing. I'm pushing them back. The enemy ships are bound with my cruiser, so they don't provide support to the Italian infantry, so I am free to mess around in the palm trees. Now I shoot naval artillery upon the HQ in the city. I take my 2 strong most pause again. Why there is no sound? What's happening? Okay, pause. So my 2 strongest or healthiest cavalry units took a bite at the HQ, and immediately, this is what I failed to do last replay, they immediately go east along the shore to provide support against all this Italian infantry around these 2 victory hexes, while my 2 weaker cavalry units will start gnawing at this HQ. Everything is pretty much self-explanatory, except in the south, in the southeastern victory hex, uh, I should have taken it, I guess, because now an infantry took it, and for whatever reason, I will not be able to displace them until the end of the scenario. Since my ship got tied up with the enemy ships, I substituted it with my MG, Schwarzlose MG team, and that's why it's trekking now through the desert to hook around and start shooting at the fort. So right about now is when the scripting starts kicking in and the enemy starts moving on to my victory hexes. It could be that I just took this victory hex, and it could be that this victory hex triggered the script where the enemy starts moving now and taking the middle victory hex. The reinforcements have arrived, the civilians are storming in. So the usual. I'm using my weakened cavalry to hold on to my victory hex. I'm decided to use my ship to negate the enemy naval support because I need a fair fight in the palm trees. But I think my cruiser ran out of munition. Well, okay, enemy taking out my wounded cavalry units. But for whatever reason, will they move in? Sorry. Yeah, they moved in. But make one scene. No worries, because I think I'll be able to chase them away. No. Oh, okay, so I hooked around west to besiege the fortress and take care of it so that I can exchange it for the victory hex I just lost. I start moving the civilians around just to get a better look at the city for whatever reason. Okay, now my infantry is kind of cornered, but the fortress has taken some hits from the MG and from the Nizamiya infantry team, so it is weakened. My strongest cavalry finally reached the front lines by the two victory hexes in the northeast. So now I'm just slapping the enemy around. I took my cruiser out because it has no munition, so I don't want to take a damage, so I just escorted it to the corner of the map. MG is about to finish off the fortress. Yeah, there it is. The fortress gone. I take the victory hex. I have now 3 plus 2, 5 victory hexes. And although I lose this Nizamiya, I think this is the last turn, and the enemy will not be able to retake that victory hex. So, dear viewers, this is what happened. I replayed the scenario, keeping in mind everything I learned from our last segment, and I managed to get a brilliant victory because it's the two victory hexes in the palm trees, the city victory hex, and the westernmost fortress victory hex, which makes it 4 plus 2 is 6, which is how many you need for a brilliant victory. Battle of El Hani and Bu Meliana. Sorry. Brilliant victory. Congratulations. Although the Italian navy makes it impossible for us to hold on to the city, we gave the Italians a bloody nose and took away their hopes of an easy conquest of Trablusgarp, which is Tripoli, which is the city. Our victory has reached foreign newspapers. Now it is up to the diplomats to make an end to this war. Historical outcome. The Italians were dealt a crushing defeat by the more maneuverable Ottoman forces, which was represented, I think, by the cavalry in this scenario. The 11th Bersaglieri regiment effectively ceased as a fighting force, and the Italians had to send many more troops to Tripoli. It took them many more weeks and troops to quell the civil unrest and to restore the perimeter around the city. Thousands of civilians got publicly executed or displaced. Houses were burned down and cattle was confiscated. Wow. I bet if we Google this, we'll find some wild stuff on the wiki. But like I said, for now it's gameplay only. I hope I'll catch up later with all the history. Anyway, dear viewers, this is how I decided to continue this campaign playthrough. I gained a brilliant victory. Let's press this. And this brings us to our next mission. The trenches at Janzur, June 8th, 1912. We have been able to keep the Italians confined to the coastal cities for more than half a year now. But the enemy has received reinforcements and is trying to occupy more of Trablusgarp here near Trablus. Trablusgarp is Libya, Trablus is Tripoli. They're about to attack the trench lines that we have been building at Janzur, 20 kilometers to the west of the city. orders. Do not at any time let the Italians take all the 3 victory hexes. Do not let them kill your command unit, Enver Bey. And at the end of the scenario, holding all 3 victory hexes gives you a brilliant victory. Hold 2 for a victory and 1 for tactical. Intelligence report. Our cavalry was hidden on the left flank of the enemy but has been spotted by Italian airships. Okay. Do you want to append new commands to this X-log? Otherwise, will be created. No. And I think what will happen is I'm gonna play it safe. New game. Load. Brilliant victory. Again, to review the outcome of the battle. This was the key moment here, is that the enemy didn't have enough movement points or time or whatever to move in, which made me still have the 6th victory hex for my brilliant victory. This is the front line I was talking about. Although quite maimed, still quite capable given these 2 reinforcements coming in. The Italians only had like one capable unit here. These are under strength. And here, yeah, it's looking pretty bad. I would have not been able to knock them out. And even if I took this hex, obviously it would have been overrun pretty soon. Reset zoom, escape. Yes, we just read this. New technology, Araplar. We have airplanes too now. Okay, 288 prestige, 8mm Schwarzlose MG0712, 7 soft attack, 1 hard, 2 range, 7 initiative. It has mules and good defenses. This prototype really helped me a lot. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can overstrength it, which is what I will do. And can I do it again? No. So what happens with overstrength is that you gain more strength than the limit. So now I have 11 out of 10. What about you? Can I overstrength you? It will cost me 66. I can do it 3 times, which I think is a good investment. Because if you look at the map, if we look at the map, wow, I even have an airplane, I think, since there is an airfield. But again, I have a lot of units here, and press S. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I need to retake this victory hex for my brilliant victory, so all this cavalry will deal with that. This is a bug. Anyway, Schwarzlose will help me out with the city. What I wanted to show is that I'm not really keen on using my prestige to recruit new units in this scenario because I have a lot of units given to me. The MG will be placed somewhere here to defend. Sorry about that. And the ship will start at sea and try to either support or engage the enemy naval units. So let's just close HQ and place. MG goes. Is this a city? That's a city here. And the ship will go here. Escape. Move. No enemy so far. Let's zoom in a little. What is this? Bedouin. Okay. Whatever. These guys. 6 soft attack, not bad. All very over strength, but I'm afraid that I'll experience the same uh, fiasco that the enemy did in the last scenario when it was 4 out of 2 and I overran it just like that. Anyway, let's start moving the cavalry. What do we have here? Ascari 00, 4 soft, bad. Oh, these guys will go These guys must fold in cavalry charge because look at this. What about these guys? Fanteria, better but still zero close attack. What about Stato Maggiore? Stato Mayor. Anyway, this is HQ. General Guardi di Carpeneto. I must not use these guys. MSU must survive unit. Neset Bay. So these guys must be held back and not overdo it too much. So, I mean, without even knowing anything about the enemy, I feel like uh, we just have to pause for a second. Without knowing anything about the enemy, I feel like what should happen is all my cavalry engages the enemy at the victory hex and then flanks them northwestward. But I feel like maybe there will be a lot of enemy units here, so wishful thinking and all that. If I find a lot of enemy units, I'll just bring the ship to shore and let him hail down on them. So let's go. What about you? Oh, you got a hero. Nice. Cannot be surprised. +1 initiative. Very cool. Ooh. Lancieri. 7 soft. What about me? 4 soft. Wow. Airship. Twisted. Twisted. Through and through. Cavalleria di linea. Line cavalry. How am I supposed to survive this again? Twisted. Let's go. Let's try. Let's try. Hmm. Okay, now I know who needs to get beat in the back. But I can't follow through. Oh, this is a hero too. Suppression, very good. Charge. Now that you suppressed, take this. Also, if you dear viewer pay attention, I think like on the bottom right of the screen you can see like the outcomes or like somewhere here. Odds 04. Yeah, because he was suppressed. He wanted to retreat, but there was no hex to go to. Alright. So far so good. 13 turns, same as last scenario. Fixed set of turns. Must survive unit 1 out of 1. And I need to have 3 victory hexes. Okay, they're shifting. Nice. Interesting. Why didn't they engage me head on, I wonder? Oh wow. The dirigible have bombs to drop on my head. That sucks. There we go. Yeah, get MG'd. Oof. Fuck. I said it. I said this BS will happen. I wonder why it happens though. Sorry, I'm getting a call. Uh-huh. Okay, now the enemy ships come into play. Oh, cannons. More cannons. Okay, so this is what my naval force will be dealing with. I need to take out these. Oh my god. So immediately I'm thinking, since these guys suck, they need to make up for it with offense, but not one enemy unit stopped where it counted. He needs to go. I'll have to engage him first. I have to break through to the enemy artillery. Let's shift all these units upward because I don't know what are these three. What do I care about them? I guess they exert zone of control, so they'll slow down the enemy on the approach to the city. But whatever. The HQ will be in the city. Okay, so what I'm gonna try doing is kind of attack is best defense. I need to take out these guns because if I keep them, if they stay alive, it'll make it a lot harder for me to sustain this defense. Over here, though, again, I need to take care of. Okay, so he kind of, I see what it is. What's up with you? 4 out of 5. Don't you worry about this. Come on, boy. Do your thing. Let's wrap us around the enemy. Okay, now that they got suppressed real good. Oof, so strong. HQ needs to go. Oh, okay. That's nice of you. Come back here. Nice. To do what to do. No, I have so many heroes here. Look, another one. +2 spotting, half cost to upgrade or get replacements. Good investment, but I don't think it's a core unit, so. Shit, that was wrong. I should have shifted him upward and engaged the artillery. Let's take care of you. R? 101, not bad. Maybe I should, well, how much is the 192? What a shame. Not enough. We bought another Schwarzlose. No, 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 exit. We want you slaying and slicing these boys into spaghetti. Come on now. Time to die. Is this a hero? Ah, it's a different one. Chase him down. Okay. Okay, I don't know. Doesn't look too bad. I mean, we routed 2 cavalry units so far. This guy is beaten. Took a victory hex. This guy is surrounded. And he's about to give up or die. So yeah, that happens. If I get 5 cavalry units out of this battle and there is nothing north, I feel pretty confident I'll swing them around into the back of this attack. Reset zoom level. And let's see what comes next. No, not reset. Zoom in a little bit. Okay, show us what you got. Okay, okay, interesting, interesting. cannon fire. Ooh, they bringing out the old guns. What is this? What a joke. I wonder if it's like weaker than the modern stuff because it looks like the ancient pipe, ancient pipester. Stupid airship. Don't kill my hero, please. Don't kill my horses, please. Yeah. Uh huh. Wow, what a witch. I think it's a kind of a. It's either the engine doesn't have the capacity, like trench placements like this should not have any kind of retreating, I don't know, will to retreat or want to retreat. Oof, oof, oof. Guys on a roll. Yeah, talk about losses, huh? Oof. I wanted to survive, huh? I guess not today. They protecting the artillery real good too, huh? But not today. Now I get to play overrun. Go down. Sorry, no comment. I just got sucked into this. Goodbye. And now, yeah, there we go. Okay, so, uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. So you go here, and yeah, out of reach, but within mine. I hope. So let's see if this does anything. And then like this, shift downward. No, I guess not. Oh, engineers, they need to go. Guess they wanted me to use airplanes, but sorry, I'm all on naval right about now. Fire, fire. I see my mistake. I think I'll lose this scenario and replay it like the one I just did. So what I shouldn't be attacking. Because when I attack it, I get like 2 retaliation from all the proximity of the artillery pieces. But if I just place my soldiers there and let the enemy come, there is a higher chance that the artillery fire will be dispersed to other units. Like, but me by attacking, I basically force a concentrated artillery retaliation upon my position of a certain unit. But it's like 50-50. On one hand, I suffer hard with this unit. On the other hand, the others don't get it. Hmm. Press N. Okay, let's see what happens next. One more turn and it'll be enough for today. Airship dropping bombs. Hmm. Why did my ship not support? Took it back. Ooh, overrun 2 times. I'm losing everything here. Ship should be supporting. I don't know why it's not doing that. Okay, come on. Destroy this guy. At least that. Oof. Disgusting. Also, the rule is to finish off units that has been beaten hard enough instead of letting them survive so that they can be reinforced and all of that. I should have done these guys. But I also need to... Come on. Die. Oh, I get prestige points for enemy kills, I'm assuming. What to do, what to do. Sim pom pom. Maxim Pom Pom is better than Mitralus, but it has 2 hexes and Maxim Pom Pom has 1. I guess I'll have to stick to... This is also too expensive to buy. I wouldn't be able to afford an airplane even if I didn't spend any requisition. What infantry do we have? Sanchi 09. Zamia. I should get 2 Rediff. Although it will be a waste, I guess. I'll just get 2 Rediff. No, no. I'm gonna keep it for now. I'm gonna keep it for now. What about here? Strike into the back of the enemy. Overrun. Okay, they'll form a line. 8 PP plus 1 SP. This is such a waste. Whatever. get a little bit health. 40 minutes, folks. We're gonna stop here. See what happens next tomorrow. Thank you again for watching. I hope you're following this campaign as closely as I am, and I'll try my best to salvage this abysmal situation on the fields of Janzur in the year of 1912, June 8th. Hope you had a good weekend. Let's do our best this week. I'll try to upload every day. Uh, Thank you for watching. Stay in touch. Walaikum assalam.